capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott to throw it. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Right there. Ready. 5-8. 54 Mike. 5-9. Check 5-9.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Prescott now, flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Kill! Shoot! Whoa! Hey, echo! Watch out! Check Mike 54! Mike 54! We gotta get the ball!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, you kill! Let him! Hey, Charlie! Here we go. 54, right there.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 72 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, D. Kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
March 47. March 47. 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 11.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Hey, easy. I'm coming after you. 54, right there. 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Breeze going to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second and a yard, Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On first down, Breeze. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
21.
Breeze will try again on second down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Breeze now. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Where we go?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Pass incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey, easy.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott flushed out right. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 22.
Sammy! Hey, Haywood!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Over. 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch twist. X3. 218, chop it. Kill.
To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Elliott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
56. Mike, 56. Right.
Prescott going right side. He has Winton.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Breeze is looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. But yes, Michael Thomas is...
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just